Welcome, everybody. Happy Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah, I see a lot of new faces, so welcome everyone. I'm so excited that you're all here. This is going to be great. I hope you guys can learn from this and gather some good information and help you guys underwrite better. So this deal, it was a 224 unit deal. Purchase price was 23 million, and our plan was a 5-year hold. We inputted all the seller's information from the T12, and then we put in our expected estimates, assumptions of what would happen in the first year of us owning the property. And up here at top, we can kind of see what the returns were up to the, let me scroll over, up here to the top. We first year would be a 6.3% return. Annual rate of return was just a 12%, and then annual cash on cash was 9.5. We probably messed with the numbers a little bit, but overall, this deal was a pretty good deal. I think it needed to have a bridge loan, so that's probably why the numbers are a little off. But yeah, so Kimberly had a question about value adds. So let's just jump into that section. In this value add section, we had quite a bit with this property that was laid out from the broker in the offering memorandum. He shared a lot of great information of potential value adds, and some of that was the rent, below market rent, and if we renovate the units. So $200 are below market rent, and $120 for renovating 56 of the units. So that helped a lot. That was a strong value add.
And then, I like to separate everything out. I mean, just like Zach has it right there, essentially what you're saying is this could potentially be $320 on the market. There's a lot of different ways to look at it. So you need to be as accurate as you can in these numbers. How much is it below market rent? And what does that mean? Right, below market rent means, we haven't got to what the market is. So let's say that a property is renting at, I'll give you one of our examples right now. We were at $1,000. The market's at $1,200. We just closed on this deal in January. We've been pushing all of those rents to $1,200 as the leases, come due, or as they're renewing. So that would be $200 on the market rent, just like this example. But if we upgrade the units, we could get another $50 to $75 on them, right? On top of that. And so you have to remember that as you go through this, you have to separate those out. And you can find a lot of it in the offering memorandum, but some of them you're going to have to ask the broker on those questions.
So like Ryan was talking about, kind of going into the unit upgrades and below market rent. I want to emphasize this part down here. So he was kind of talking about separating out making sure that we know what's separated from market rent to the premiums. Right here is going to help you do that. You're going to need to figure out how many units have already been upgraded, and then this will populate how many units are left to be upgraded. So that's critical to know, and then how many units are actually below market rent. So in this case, all 224 units are $200 below market rent, and then 168 of them, if you renovated them, you can add an extra $120 on top of that. So those 168 units are technically $320 you can increase the rent on, which is a very strong value add aspect.
We're glad everybody made it on. Zach, great job. Ryan, great job. Everybody that inputted, thank you so much for your input. Great questions as well. We love you all so much. Make sure to reach out if you guys need anything. Send an email to support@themultifamilymindset.com if you have any questions or you guys need anything.
Facebook tonight. I know it was pretty close to the meeting.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, man. Is there any topics that you guys want to go over in the next, in a week or 2 weeks from now? Post those to the Facebook so I can start working with Zach on it and we can go over those topics. So man, post as much as you want. We'll make a list of things to go over with you guys. And listen, I don't know what to do, help you guys out with if you don't talk. So Brett will tell you. Brett will ask questions a lot. So
Yes, I do. Because I don't know anything, so I ask lots of questions.
If you ask, we'll answer. So
You're intelligent for asking those questions, Brett. Not a big deal at all. Also,
Thanks, Becky.
for those of you that just signed up in Tampa, I texted you guys at the beginning of the week my Calendly link to schedule a time with me so I can make sure you guys get onboarded, get access to the path, get access to the private Facebook page, and set up your appointment with PCS to set up your guys' LLCs. So if you haven't set your appointment with me yet, please do, so I can make sure that you guys are getting taken care of and getting all of the resources that you need. On that note, we'll go ahead and wrap up. Thanks again for everybody. Have a great rest of your night.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Good
take
night.
care, guys. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
He is adorable. What's your son's name?